Okay, or shall we say, take two on trying to get a video recorded for VMware. So with VMware, it's free to all computer science majors except our 201 students. And it's a commercial tool that allows you to do some pretty trippy things. Give you a quick overview of what VMware does is that I am running VMware on Linux, and I am currently, this is my Linux workstation, and you can see that I can say cat etc OS release, and you can see that I'm running something called Pop OS, and it's on my notebook, and I have a really huge chunk of memory. I have almost 32 gig of RAM on this box, and it's all SSD, and it's super fast. So I've got plenty of horsepower to run VMs and what we call nested VMs. So how this works is, once we get through the first couple days of class through census, you will go to free VMware, and then it brings up a website that looks like this. And then what it says is, accept all cookies. You have to register. So when you click on register, what it's asking you for is your student email address. Once you type in your student email address, and since I've already done this, I'm going to back out of it, and I'll show you the screen that you actually want to download. It sends you a link, and then you log back in, and then the tools that you're going to need is Workstation 15 Pro if you're running on Windows or Linux. And if you're running on a Mac, you need to download VMware Fusion Pro. The reason Mac doesn't call it Workstation is that they already have a tool called Workstation in the Apple suite, or shall we say the Apple Corral. And then VMware is very much a job skill. It scales very well. Every company of reasonable size, even not so big, in this area is using VMware somewhere. And there are other tools in this choice. You're going to say, well, I can use VirtualBox, it's free. Yes, you are correct. VirtualBox is free. However, VirtualBox is not a job skill people are looking for. VMware is. So you click on this and you say, okay, I'm going to go download it for your operating system, and it says add to cart. And then what it does is I'm going to log in as me here, and I'll hopefully get this captured so you can see what actually happens. Is it okay? Now you would, since you'll be registered as a student, you'll see this information, and I'm going to download it for Windows. And then here it is, and I say add to cart, and it'll probably say, you have already got this product, you can't do it. I said, okay, so I've already got this product. So what ends up happening is that when you download it, the first thing that happens is it pops up a window with the serial number. So you will need that serial number once you install it, and it installs like any other software package. You go to downloads and then you install it. And what I'm going to do is see if I can find my image that I downloaded to show you what it looks like. I might have put it right here, and it's, oh, I know where I put it. Hold on a second. This is the problem when you have so many places to put things, you kind of forget. Go down to VMware here, and date modified. So what I did on the 22nd is I opened or downloaded 2 copies, one for Linux and one for Windows, and you can see these keys here. Now, if you use this key, nothing's going to happen because there's no difference between user keys and instructor keys, but I recommend you use your key, the one you get, because it's going to last longer. Mine expire very quickly because I'm on the cutting edge of learning this stuff, and I have to update my stuff rather frequently. You guys get anywhere from 18 months to 2 years on your license key. And as long as you're a student here at MJC, that license key is good. So once you've installed the VMware Workstation, creating a VM is the same on all the platforms. It's very simple, and I'll walk through this very quickly for you. And what I'll do is take it out of mode here and go to say File, New Virtual Machine. And basically you can just take all the defaults. And what happens is, right here where it says Use ISO Image, you have to pick an ISO image that you've got. And for grins and giggles, I'm going to start this one that I played with the other day. I'll use Alpine here. Alpine's pretty cool. Oh, I want standard. No, I'll use that one. ISO images, hit open. And then off you go, and you say next. And you just basically take the defaults. And you can change it accordingly, like where do you want it. And I'm going to delete this one even though it's incorrect. And then hit finish. And then once you do this, you are now booting VMware as a new piece of hardware. What's happening now is you are actually, so I get an error, darn, problem, is it's as if you're loading a bare operating system on a fresh piece of hardware. VMware is very fun to play with. You can install Windows 8, Windows 10, you can install Linux, 5 different layers, and so on and so forth. All you need is RAM. And once you get it installed, then the Linux class, for sure, I'll be giving you instructions on how to set up a VM for the Linux class. And on that note, we're done. Maybe. There we go.